For these problems where they're having you cut a board into pieces, sometimes it'll be two, sometimes it'll be three pieces. You have to pull the information out. So they're going to start you out with the total length. So whatever you come up with, the total is going to be 20 feet or 20. And then the number of terms, it was going to be the number of pieces. So in this case, you only have two terms. So the first board is 5 less than 4 times the second board. So obviously the first board, it appears it's going to be bigger than the second board. So let's set this up. And I like to draw a picture just to kind of show you. So I'm going to have the board. And the total length to start off with is 20. So I'm going to have the second board just as x, because they don't have you doing anything to the x. They don't describe it anywhere other than how much bigger this first one is than the second one. So it's just x. So in this case, this first board is 4 times bigger than this, less 5. So we have the first board is going to be 4 times the length of this, less or minus 5. So there's our two terms. So I'm going to combine our terms, and don't forget we're going to be adding these two pieces together and their total should equal 20. So we have 4x minus 5 plus x equals 20. So we're going to combine like terms. So 4x plus x is going to give me 5x, and then we're going to subtract 5. And again, that's going to equal 20. Now I'm keeping this space over here so we can do our final answer over here, because we have to figure out what the length of this piece is and the length of this one. So we have 5x minus 5 equals 20. So I want to get this 5 out of here because I want to get the x by itself here and a number on this side. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides. So if I add 5 here to balance the equation, I also have to add 5 there. So negative 5 plus 5 is going to cancel each other out. And then all we're left on this side is just going to be 5x. And that's going to equal 20 plus 5. So 20 plus 5 is 25. Now to get this 5 by itself, I'm going to use division because this is 5 times x. So to get rid of multiplication, you use division. I divide by 5. I divide by 5. And 5 over 5 reduces to 1, so I don't need to write that 1, so I'm just going to have x equals 5, because 25 divided by 5 equals 5. So we found the length of the second board, so in this case it's 5. Okay? Now that we know what x equals, we can substitute x here as well. So I'm going to do it off to the side here so I can just put the final answer over here. So we have 4x minus 5 equals question mark. So I'm going to substitute x because we know x equals 5. So 4 times 5 minus 5 equals 4 times 5 is 20 minus 5, and 20 minus 5 is 15. Okay, so that's the length of the second piece. So the first piece we found was 5 feet long. The second piece we found is 15. 15 plus 5 equals 20. And that's the end.